Hey guys, this is Dustin, Skidoojunky. Got Devin here with me today. We're back for another episode of Vintage Skidoo Spotlight. Sorry it's been so long since we've been back and recorded another video, but we've been busy. Devin had torn his meniscus back in March wrestling. He wrestled on it through the season, decided to get it fixed. As soon as we could get him in for surgery was first week of October. He did that. He's back going through PT, getting healthy again. I've got a little side hustle of landscape grading and seeding of yards. Do that nights and weekends. Devin's been my assistant all year doing that. So we finally last weekend got all the equipment cleaned up, tucked away. It's time to start thinking about sleds. Had a couple friends come down from the Quad Cities yesterday. Wanted to go through the building and take a look at a bunch of sleds. We talked sleds for a couple hours. Wanted to give a shout out to Eric, his son Justin, and their Justin's father-in-law Pat. Great dudes. If any of you are interested in coming out and seeing our collection and talking sleds for an afternoon or something, and if it's within driving range for you, feel free to hit me up. Love to have you out. We had a blast with them. So I promised you guys we were going to be putting together a couple vintage riders. Devin wants his own vintage sled, and I've been riding my 91 Plus. Time to shift gears a little bit and go to something different. So I'm going to be working on this 93 Mach 1. It, for the most part, I think all it needs is just gone through and mechanically bulletproofed, just double checking everything. And then we're going to do the, powder coat the front suspension, the skis, go through the rear skid, paint up the wheels, just kind of doll it up, ceramic coat the exhaust, put some new hardware on, make it bling a little bit. Devin's sled, his is a little bit more complex. If you guys remember back this summer, I bought this sled up by Princeton for about $500. It's got a dead hole in the PTO side cylinder. I've got a piston kit. We're going to do both sides and go ahead and put seals in the engine while we're there. It's going to be Devin's first experience putting together an engine. So it's not going to be a super extensive. You guys may scrutinize my work for not tearing it down and cleaning everything perfect, but that's not what I'm trying to achieve here. We're just going to get the thing on the snow. If it pumps air and burns fuel in the process, that's all that matters. So we're going to document this a little bit along the way because I've had several guys reach out and they want to know, hey, what do you do with this? How do you do that? How do you make that look like that? Well, we're going to talk about that. And I'm going to do my best to try and implement a time-lapse video of the process. So this is it would be the third week in November. And my goal is to have these done in a month. So we'll see. I believe probably the process that's going to take the longest is going to be getting some of the zinc plating back from the plater. I like to have my hardware re-zinced if I can. Normally I keep a full set of bolts for one of these sleds. I've got most everything. There's a couple pieces I may be short, so we may end up having to wait on the plater for a while. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoy. And like I said, stay tuned for more. We'll try and do some more regular videos here in the future coming up this winter. So thanks again. Hey guys, just a quick recap. Day one, had a productive day, worked for about 2.5, 3 hours. Devin and I got both sleds partially stripped down. We got a little ways to go yet. His motor's coming completely out. Mine is going to get a full detox. So really, honestly, when I started in on this, I thought the 93 might be the better of the two sleds, and I was completely opposite wrong. This 92 is going to stand out when we're all said and done. I mean, the zinc under the hood looks good. This sled you can tell was trailered inside an enclosed trailer. I'm not going to say the other one wasn't, but definitely this is the cleaner of the two sleds. For like 3 weeks I've been finding mice in here, and I've got a company that comes out and they take care of doing all the spraying and stuff so I can keep spider webs down and I don't have to worry about that on the sleds. And the guy told me, he's like, man, you got mice in there. I'm like, I haven't had mice in here in 6 years. And I figured out how they got in here. So if you ever wondered where all the mice that escaped the Wuhan lab went, they were inside of this 92 Mach 1. Devin, come in here and let's look under the motor and the hood here. I mean, this is insane. So I think I finally got rid of them all, but for that reason, like I said, other than the fact the motor is getting rebuilt, it's coming out. But you can tell, like I said, this sled The zinc under the hood is good. The front end, the PRS boots were not bad, but they're not like wine. They don't get better with time. So when you got a guy like Craig Marchbank reproducing them, why not? So that sled's going to be okay. This sled here, like I said, it's going to be what it's going to be when I get done. It'll look presentable and look better than most, but definitely a lot dirtier, a little bit more corrosion. We got the seats off, the tanks off. Of course, all the hoses are dry rotted in there. We're going to flush those out. All the fuel line will be new from the tank all the way to the engine. I've got the grills out of the hood. Some guy decided he thought it'd make it look like a Smurf pooped on them. Fog some baby blue spray paint on there. It looks like complete garbage, but it'll look better when we're done. So next stop, we're going to finish stripping these down. Everything that's going to go to zinc. We're going to glass bead everything and prep it before we send it off for zinc coating. I've got a guy locally that does the powder coating and ceramic coating. He's literally like 3 miles from my shop, so we'll drop everything off at him. He's 1 week turnaround. I'm going to recant my statement. If we've got these things ready to go by the first week of January, that'll be a little more realistic. So anyways, that's day number 1. Hope you guys enjoyed it. See you here next week.